What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kakatsu the Dragon Sage, and I'm bringing you part 2, The Process. What if Naruto is a reincarnation of the Sage of the Sixth Path slash Hamura slash Indra? Now, forgive me for not uploading all day. My time has been taken up by Destiny because she is always being extra. If you guys don't know who Destiny is, it's my girlfriend. She's always being extra. So I'm gonna just alright, here we go. This is the process. What if Naruto is the reincarnation of the Sage of the What if Naruto is the reincarnation of the Sage of the Sixth Path and Hamura and Indra? So we left this off at a cliffhanger. Oh yeah, guys, Merry Christmas Eve. Hope y'all have a good Christmas and yes sir. So we left this part off where Naomi and Naruto had just kissed. As this kiss lasted for 66 seconds. As in Naruto broke it. As Naomi's like, was something wrong? As Naruto was like, no. I was just surprised. And she's like, well, be expecting more of those. Goodbye. And she walks into her house. As Naruto looks behind him and looks to the side, looks to the other side, looks up, looks down. Then he pinches himself to make sure that he's not dreaming. Nope, I'm wide awake. As he's like, well, whew, this was a successful day. As he begins to run back to his house. As he arrives back, as he's just gotten word that Itachi, Shisui, and Sasuke had a mission. The four Uchiha brothers, well, they're not, Naruto and them aren't really related, but y'all know how that goes. Anyways, that they got a mission. As Naruto gets on his outfit along with his katana, as him, Shisui, and Itachi and Sasuke walk to the Hokage's office. Hello, Lord Third. Shisui, Naruto, Itachi, and Sasuke. Just the four Uchihas I needed to see. As Naruto's in his head like, I'm not a Uchiha, but whatever. Then he says, I need you to infiltrate the hidden mist village. As Naruto's like, for what? They're planning an invasion on the Leaf, and we want to stop them before they can get to us. As Naruto's like, alright. As he's kind of confused as he thinks about it. But then finally he's like, well, the Third Hokage ordered it, so we have to do it. As then you go to them jumping through the forest. As Itachi's like, Sasuke, can you keep up? As Sasuke's like, yeah, big brother, I'm fine. As Itachi, Shisui, and Naruto are moving at pretty fast speed. As then Sasuke puts chakra into the bottom of his feet as he's able to keep up. As they're at the village, they're at the village gate. As they look around, as they see nobody, it is nighttime. As they all disappear, as one of them takes the north, west, east, and south. Naruto taking the north, the direct route. As he walks through, everybody's sleeping, until he sees Jonin rushing him. As Naruto jumps into the air as he does a hand sign as he shoots out a fireball. As the Jonin dodge. As Naruto does a hand sign with his right hand, as then a huge shuriken appears in his hand. As Naruto lets go of the shuriken and begins to float in midair. As Naruto does another hand sign, as the shuriken multiplies. This was the shuriken shadow clone jutsu. As he sends the shurikens at them, as there was nowhere to dodge. These shurikens impale them right through their chest as they die. So then you go to Itachi and Shisui. They've taken care of their side as Sasuke's still fighting. As then their next goal is the Mizukage, but which is not the girl at this time. It's not Mei. As the Mizukage is still in his office doing work. As they appear right in front of him with their Sharingans activated. Well, Sasuke's still fighting. Itachi, Shisui, and Naruto did with their Mangekyos. Well, Shisui and Itachi with their Mangekyos, and Naruto with the one Mangekyo and the Byakugan. As the Mizukage is like, who are you? And what do you want? As they're like, well, don't take this personal, but you must die. As he's like, what do you mean I must die? What do you plan on doing? As Naruto's like, this is for the third Hokage, and this is for you, Tobirama. As he takes his sword off of his back and begins to walk towards him. As with one slash, the Mizukage's head is off. As Naruto's like, we gotta get Sasuke and get out of here. It's gonna start crawling with hit and miss ninja. As Shisui's like, I know, let's go. As they go to Sasuke, which has only took out 3 out of the 10. And Sasuke's like, I can still keep going. As then all of a sudden Shisui appears in front of Sasuke as he does Uchiha style Halo dance. As he wipes out the ninja fast. As he's like, Sasuke, come on, we must go. And Sasuke's like, yeah. As they begin to run. As they're hopping through the forest, there's ninjas trailing them. As eventually they get pretty far ahead, but then the ninjas are still there as they stop behind a tree as Sasuke needs to rest. As Itachi's like, somebody has to be a decoy. Somebody has to stay back. As Shisui says, I'll do it. As Itachi says, no, Shisui, I'll do it. As Naruto's like, no, I'll do it. As everybody looks at Naruto. As they're like, Naruto, you can't. As Naruto's like, trust me, I'll be fine. Just go. Take Sasuke back to the village. I promise I'll catch up. As Shisui and Itachi look at each other and nod. As they disappear with Sasuke. As Naruto jumps into the tree as he sits there and waits. As then, the 100 ninja troops are running right towards Naruto. As Naruto activates his Mangekyo along with his Byakugan as he rushes them. As he begins spinning through the crowd, hitting chakra points. As then he jumps into the air as he gets behind them. As he runs through some hand signs as he says, Earth style, Earth ravine. As the earth underneath all of them opens up completely. As then Naruto shuts it. As this crushes the men. As then Naruto is backing up as he stepped on a trap. As shurikens got shot at him from above. Naruto reading this, body flickered out of the way. As when he body flickered, there was a Jonin right behind him. As Naruto turned around and stared him dead in his eye with the Mangekyo. As the Jonin just fell asleep. Sorry for the noise in the back. Anyways, as a day later, everybody thinks that Naruto has passed away because he hasn't arrived back to the village. As then there's a knock on the door at the Naruto's house. As Mikoto's like, who could that be? As she opens it, she sees Naruto. And she's like, no, Naruto, how are you? As Naruto's like, I stopped at a hotel overnight. I hope you guys didn't think that I died or anything. And she's like, no, of course not. As Naruto's like, yep, y'all thought I died. Well, whatever. Well, I'm here now. And she's like, yeah. Well, come in. As Naruto walks into his house. As Naruto is still exhausted from the day before as he went to sleep. The next day, everybody sees that Naruto's alright. And everything goes back to normal. So now it's pretty simple, Naruto's doing completing missions and stuff like that. And then, as he's walking through the village reading one of his perverted books, he sees a white-haired man. He sees a white... Bro, that talks so loud, bro. As he's reading his Makeout Paradise series, he sees a man peeping on women. As Naruto's eye begins to twitch as he's like, maybe I could join him. As he begins to tiptoe over, he's like, hey. As Jiraiya's like, kid, what do you want? I'm trying to do my research. As Naruto's like, can I join you? As Jiraiya's like, oh, so you're a perv too. Well, go ahead, kid. Here's your freaking telescope. As he hands Naruto a telescope. As Naruto begins to look. As then all of a sudden, a blonde-haired woman and a purple-haired woman was behind him. The purple-haired woman was Naori. Or if I said her name wrong, Naori Uchiha. As then the blonde-haired woman was Tsunade. As they both had white eyes. As Jiraiya's like, kid. He's like, if I was you, I wouldn't look back right now. As Naruto's like, I don't think you want to look back either. I think yours is going to be 10 times worse than mine. As he's like, what color is the lady's hair? So from their angles, they can only see who's standing behind the other person. As Naruto says, blonde. As Jiraiya gets real scared. He's like, it can't be Tsunade. As Naruto says, what color is mine? Purple with the Mangekyo Sharingan. As Naruto's like, Jiraiya, 3, 2, 1. As they disappear. As Naori and Tsunade are like, what? And then they disappear. As you go to Naruto and Jiraiya run through the village saying, we gotta get rid of him, we gotta get rid of him. As Jiraiya's like, I know a place, follow me. As they run into the Hokage's office. As they run into the Hokage's office, they go underneath the desk. As Hiruzen was out taking a bathroom break, as Naruto and Jiraiya get underneath the desk. As Hiruzen comes back in and sits in his seat and scooches in. As then Tsunade and Naori walk in. Hello, Lord Third. Hey, Sarutobi-sensei. Tsunade, you're back in the village, I see. Oops. Yeah, well, have you seen a boy with long brown hair? Indra? No, I haven't. As Naruto and Jiraiya are shaking underneath the desk. As Naori activates her Sharingan, as she's like, Lord Third, look under your desk. As he looks under his desk as he says, Naruto? Jiraiya? What are you doing here? And they're like, you shouldn't have said anything. As they get up out of the desk slowly, as they're like, listen, we weren't doing anything. Okay, we were just doing research. As Naori's like, so what are you two hiding behind your backs? As they were hiding the Makeout Paradise series book. As Naruto was like, oh, this is just a dumb magazine. And she's like, let me see it. As Naruto's like, oh, fine. As he tosses her the book. As she opens it, as her eyes widen. As she begins to blush, but then her Mangekyo activates. As Naruto's like, well, Jiraiya, you're on your own. As Naruto swift releases out of there. As Jiraiya's like, Naruto! As Jiraiya only knew his name because the third Hokage said, what are you doing under here, Naruto and Jiraiya? Naruto's walking through the village like, whew, that was close. This is going to be the Christmas special, you guys. So, a week later, because this is just like a filler episode. This isn't nothing serious. This was like a filler episode of Naruto. Like, nothing really good's going to happen here. But this is, Christmas Eve, as Naruto is at his house with all the Uchihas, as they have a huge Christmas tree up with a whole bunch of presents. As Naruto's like, and there's one more person that's going to be coming today to open up presents on. Well, he's going to open up his presents on Christmas Eve. Who is it? Well, honestly, I don't really like him, but Christmas is about family, and your guys' family is not complete. As he opens up the door, as Fugaku walks in, as everybody's silent, as Fugaku's like, listen, I know I've messed up in the past, but I'm willing to put that behind me. I've brought you guys presents, as he holds up a huge bag full of presents. As then Mikoto's like, we bought you presents too. We had a feeling that Naruto would let you come over. As Naruto leans up against the wall and smiles, looking at them. As Fugaku opens up all of his presents, and then like they have dinner and they say thank you and stuff like that as Fugaku leaves. As then you go to Naruto, it's still nighttime, as he takes Naori's gift. As he body flickers to her house, as he goes right through her chimney, as it's all dark in her house except for a lit Christmas tree. As he walks through the house, as he sees a present with his name on it from Naori, as he's like, what is she doing? As he walks up the stairs. As he turns to the left, he sees a door that has a light that's lights on. As he opens up the door, he sees Naori sitting in her bed reading a book. As he walks in, as he's like, hey Naori. And she's like, no, Naruto, what are you doing here? As Naruto's like, it's Christmas Eve. Obviously I got a present for you. And she's like, why did you give me something? Well, you're my girlfriend, aren't you? And she's like, oh, yeah. Sorry. I was just really interested in this book. As Naruto's like, yeah, well, here. As he hands her this long box. As she opens it, it's a blade with a black handle and a gold tip at the end, and then a gold thing right before the blade, and the blade's shiny. As then it comes with a sword holder. And she's like, a sword with a sword holder. Thank you. As Naruto's like, yep, no problem. And she's like, and I got something for you too. Follow me. As they go downstairs. As she says, here's your gifts. As Naruto's like, oh, thank you. As she hands Naruto two pretty big boxes. As the first one he opens is an all black headband that can go around his head and just be underneath his hair. As he's like, a headband, I needed one of these, thank you. And then another one, it's some like shiny steel, like some shiny, like all silver kunais. It's just like, it's made out of the strongest material in the Leaf Village. And as Naruto's like, you can never go wrong with ninja weapons. As then she's like, and here's the last one. As Naruto opens it, as Naruto begins to tear up after he sees this. As he's like, it's the blade of your grandfather, or not grandfather, it's the blade of your friend, or your father, whatever you want to call him. Tobirama Senju. I think he would have wanted you to have this, and I asked the third Hokage, and he said it was okay. So, there. As Naruto hugs Naori tightly. As he's like, thank you for the gift, I really appreciate it. As he's starting to tear up. As she's like, no problem, Naruto. Well, guys, this episode was short, bro, but this was just a filler, bro. I found a way to put a filler into whatever this I'm gonna call it, but yeah, as you guys know, all my season 2s, they're coming out after Christmas. I hope you guys have a great Christmas, and yeah, Dragon Sage gang, we out of here.